Ah, my God. Here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Legend of Bill,
Dun,
Chapter
dun,
1.
dun.
Bill.
Basic Bill.
Triple B, as he's called.
Barbecue loving dad, as he's called, as his children call him.
AKA Going Nowhere Bill.
AKA work at some shitty insurance company, Bill.
AKA got air monarchs on his feet while he's barbecuing Bill.
Oh, there'd be grass stains on those air marks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bill, Chapter 1. So Bill has really done not much in his life.
He has a beautiful wife.
He has a beautiful wife. She is she was a loving woman. Definitely the flame has completely disappeared. It's not even in the picture. It's not like there's a chance of it reigniting. It's gone. Really, they're together for what? Security?
Yeah, really, he's a provider male. Not really providing as much as he should, but he's trying to fit that provider male status, and he's growing quite the beautiful belly on him.
Yeah, he's what are we talking? Bill is about your average 5'6", 245-pound male. Definitely in the obese category of the humans. And he's what would we say? What else?
Well, beautiful kids, 3 beautiful children.
He's got 3 kids.
2 have heavy eyewear prescriptions, and all 3 of them have heavy allergies. And do 2 of them have a puffer? How many of them have a puffer?
I think the multiple puffers in the family. The one thing that we really want to talk to you about is that Bill wasn't always like this. Bill had some traumatic things happen to him in his childhood, and as he got older, his luck with the ladies wasn't so good. His appearance started to really. There wasn't much to begin with, but it just started to just fade and wither away. So Bill, pardon me. See, he's so
So basic.
forgetting that you really just, even while you're talking about him, you forget that he's right in front of you. So Bill is, what are we gonna say, 40? 40 years
I'm
old.
just thinking about custom orthotics right now. Sorry. I'm just thinking of custom orthotics just when I'm thinking of this.
Like you're telling me this man is definitely going to Costco and checking the doctor. What's that doctor's name? Dr. Shu or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
We forget his name. He's basically useless as well, but he's in there. He's weighing himself to see what shoe inserts he should be getting for his body type. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the standard, the worst posture you could find. He's at about a 60-degree angle from back to neck.
Hairy back.
Very hairy. Which he has a. Really, it's not that he chooses not to shave. It's just that he just can't be bothered. Like it just, that thought doesn't even go through the precipice of his mind, because he has just given up entirely on everything.
You can cook a mean burger. Very mean burger. Flame grill hot dogs very, very well.
He used to be able to be one of those guys. Like tell me, you remember Bill? How was his barbecue skills?
You know what? He could cook everything. He was even man enough to cook a beautiful steak, but as he slowly got jabbed and poison dripped by his wife over the many years, and he's kept getting angry at his job because he's getting pushed around by some pimply 20-year-old with a greasy face, and he just lost that whole manhood.
Yeah.
He can't even cook a steak anymore. He needs to cook pre-made burgers.
He's got Hungry Man's in the freezer plenty.
No stranger to a microwave.
No.
No stranger to a microwave.
He's on the dials on the microwave. He is a very, very good. But yeah, like he used to be able to make those burgers just crisp, the lines, the indents, and now he really just shoves those burgers into that barbecue, turns the heat on high, closes it, and when that shit starts smoking, he's like, "Here, kids, this is what you're getting." Because Bill, he's just given up. It's not even midlife crisis. It's just complete crisis mode for Bill. But it's not in a crisis that he's starting to get up and do something about it. It's just crisis, and I'm done. I'm done with this existence. But he continues to live, but just in just depravity, and he's just not happy with what's going on. So he's got a wife, right? What should we call her? Susie? You feeling Susie?
Yeah, I like Susie. She was a cheerleader. She was actually one of the attractive, popular girls. I hate when those girls get trapped with a Bill, don't you?
Yo,
it's horrible.
Sometimes the Bill gets a Susie.
Yeah, so he gets it. I don't know how he did it.
Sometimes Susie was fun and outgoing, but sometimes you make a couple wrong moves. You go left when you should have gone right, and Bill shows up and he's there, and sometimes that safety is what you need. And Bill was that safety for one point, and he's just become less than safe.
Yes, his hair has receded. If I would be a little more clear, his hair has receded. He's got a beautiful neck beard, which he flashes around the office, trying to get young. Is it Jane, the office secretary, into him? Maybe one last chance at excitement for Bill. Maybe an affair in his works.
But we all know it's not possible. We all know it's not going to happen. But, Bill can dream. Something that Bill does quite a lot of is daydream and believe that his life could be better, which it could be if he put some effort in, but it's just not going to happen. So we have, just so we can lay some ground rules, we have Bill, who is, of course, the main subject of this tale, but there's so many people around him. We have his wife Susie, and we have his 3 children, who we haven't figured out names for yet. But
it'll be very hard to remember their names because they're very basic. I think one of his kids is named Mateus. Does that just make you sick?
I think the other one is Agnes or something, but I just can't remember, so we'll have to think about them. His 20-year-old boss or manager, he thinks he's a boss, but he's just really only a manager, is Steven. Steven,
yeah.
He doesn't
Priest face.
Yeah, he doesn't like being called Steven, even though that is his name, so he just goes by Steve. He also is not really that confident in himself, but confident enough to boss around Bill, which is not really that difficult. Because Bill will basically do whatever you tell him to. You say, Bill, do this, and Bill does it. Not with a lot of enthusiasm, actually with none. He'll just walk around. Everyone has definitely seen the crack of that man's ass. Well, we've talked a lot about Bill. We've said a lot. But really, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to know, and some of you might identify as Bill. You might hear, hey, I'm overweight. I'm in my mid-40s, 50s, and I'm just not happy. We're telling you can change. Bill's on another path, but we want you to come along for the ride. And really,
it's a ride in a Chevy Cruze.
And you never want to be in a Chevy Cruze.
Very clean Chevy Cruze.
Never Chevy Cruze.
It's white. It's got his favorite baseball team on the back.
Oh, and he's one of those guys who has the stickers of how many people are in his family on the back. There's a lot wrong. There's a lot. Everything.
Save some for episode 2. Don't excite these folks.
There's a lot that can go wrong, and already has in his life. But we're just gonna keep telling you. We're gonna go in depth into Bill's life, his childhood, his early years, high school, after, and how Bill went from just being Bill to being basic Bill. So we want you to come along for that ride. See how Bill became who he is, and really, take that time to just listen and hear a man's story as seen from 2 loving eyes of people who just really knew him best. Until then,
Stay thirsty, stay hungry.
And make sure that if your air monarchs have grass stains on them, you're doing something right. Or in Fear Bill, something incredibly wrong.